Welcome back to the Big Head Blog.
One man, 36 verses. Verses? Take two. One man, 36 verses. No, one man, 36 voices. Wait, so today I'll be reading the Bible in 36 different verses. I'll be reading the Bible verses in 36 different voices. Yeah, I think that's right. Something's gotta be right. I can't be wrong every time. Unless I was wrong about that, in which case I was wrong about not being wrong every time, and so I'm still wrong. I'm still wrong. I'm never gonna get it right. Anyway, today we're gonna be reading the Bible verses sounding like different people, because that's easier to say than voice versus voice. I can't do it. Is this an excuse for me to catch up on my Bible reading? Yes, it is. Sometimes there's just not enough time in the day to both film a video about something totally off topic and also read the Bible that you've neglected in the earlier part of the day. And I was wrong. I should not have neglected my Bible reading, or my exercising, or breakfast. My priorities are a little messed up. Like, I probably shouldn't have put off video making until a couple minutes before I have to be somewhere. But here we are. I'm one of the worst time managers you probably have ever met. I did put off Bible reading a little bit longer today than I should have. I stayed in bed a little bit more than I should have. I think that's just about the only thing that I did wrong. But to be fair, that happens an awful lot of the time. Like an awful lot. I can't really open my mouth a whole lot wider than that. Anyway, so today we're reading the Bible in different voices. I've never tried to just sit down and do voices, like impersonations or impressions, but being that I've traveled across the entire world, all of it, most of it, just a small portion of it, but quite a bit more than most people, I don't really have an accent. I guess I do compared to other people. Everybody's got an accent, right? So we're just gonna attempt this and see how far we get, right? Enough talk, let's fight. If you don't get that reference, I don't know what happens if you don't get that reference. Maybe nothing happens. Maybe nothing at all. Maybe something terrible. Who knows? I don't. Anyway, here we go. I'm just gonna pick some random passage of the Bible. Not that there's any like random passages of the Bible that are just completely abstract and way out there. Although technically it may seem like that way a whole lot of the time. But what I mean is I'm just gonna open it up to anywhere and start reading. Give thanks unto the Lord. Call upon his name. Make known his deeds among the people. Verse 1. Next verse, next accent, I guess. One accent per verse, maybe? Sing unto him. Sing psalms unto him, talk ye of all his wondrous works. Glory ye in his holy name. Let the heart of them rejoice that seek the Lord. Remember his marvelous works. Wait, I skipped a verse. We have to back up to do the other verse. Seek the Lord and his strength. Seek his face evermore. I can't read today, if you didn't notice. Remember his marvelous works that he hath done, his wonders, and the judgments of his mouth. So far, so good. We'll see how many more we can get out of this. O ye seed of Abraham, his servant, ye children of Jacob, his chosen. He is the Lord our God. His judgments are in all the earth. He hath remembered his covenant forever, the word which he commanded to 1,000 generations. A whole 1,000 generations. That's a lot of generations. Which covenant he made with Abraham, and his oath unto Isaac, and confirmed the same unto Jacob for a law, and to Israel for an everlasting covenant. Saying, unto thee will I give the land of Canaan, the lots of your inheritance. When they were but few men in number, yea very few, and strangers in it, strangers in this land that God had given unto them for an inheritance. When they went from one nation to another, from one kingdom to another people. He suffered no man to do them wrong. Yea, he reproved kings for their sake, saying, touch not mine anointed, and do my prophets no harm. Who is playing the piano when I'm in the middle of recording a vlog? Yeah, moreover, he called
for a famine upon the land, and he brake the whole staff of bread. He sent a man before them, even Joseph, who was sold for a servant,
whose feet they hurt with fetters. He was laid in iron. We're still talking about Joseph. Until the time when the word of the Lord came. Until the time that the word of the Lord tried him. The king sent and loosed him, even the ruler of the people, and let him go free. I feel like at this point I'm just like repeating different accents, just a little bit different than the last one. So I'm just gonna finish out these last verses because I really am out of time today, guys. I've got like 7 minutes before I gotta get out of here. So here we go. We're just gonna plow through these last couple of verses in a normal accent, in one that's not too, I mean, it'll just be me. It won't be anything strange or bizarre. It won't even really be an accent, it'll just be my voice.
He made him lord of his house, and ruler of all his substance, to bind his princes at his pleasure, and to teach his senators wisdom. Israel also came into Egypt, and Jacob sojourned in the land of Ham. And he increased his people greatly, and made them stronger than their enemies. He turned their hearts to hate his people, to deal subtly with his servants. He sent Moses, his servant, and Aaron, whom he had chosen, and they showed his signs among them, and the wonders in the land of Ham. He sent darkness and made it dark, and they rebelled not against his word. He turned their water into blood and slew their fish. Their land brought forth frogs in abundance. In the chambers of their kings he spake, and there came divers sorts of flies and lice and all their coasts. He gave them hail for rain, and flaming fire in their land. He smote their vines also, and their fig trees, and brake the trees of their coasts. He spake, and the locusts came, and the caterpillars, and that without number, and did eat up all herbs in the land, and devoured the fruits of the ground. He smote also all the firstborn in the land, the chief of all their strength. Okay, so maybe it wasn't 36 different voices on 36 different verses. So maybe I didn't do I didn't do the thing that I said I was gonna do. Life is all about disappointments. And actually Psalm 105 is one of my favorite passages to just read on a daily basis. And it's just an interesting reminder to continually praise God and look back at what he's done, and just a detailed events of what he's done is not supposed to cause us to look back and say, oh yeah, that's nice history, that stuff happened, that's cool. It's supposed to cause us to look back and say, wow, God was so good and faithful through all of that. I now have 3 minutes before I have to be somewhere, so I will be going now. But it's good to talk to you guys, good to see you guys. I know I didn't accomplish my goal this time, but hey, last time we did 100 push-ups, and I think that's pretty cool. That should count for something today. Okay, so maybe it's wishful thinking, but see you guys tomorrow. Comment, tell me if any of those voices sounded anything like any cool voices or were different from another. What do you guys think? How many voices did I actually do? Was that like 10, 12? Maybe it's just like 4 or 5. But yeah, leave me a comment, give me a subscribe, and check me out tomorrow. See you. Wait, did I actually hit the button? Is it off now? I feel like it did. I feel like you have to hit that button really hard.